YouTube, I am back and look at my Tanamon plushie. She's so cute. Oh, I love her so much. I'm gonna put her right here. Anyways, let's get back to Higurashi where we last left off. So let me just boop her snoot. I'm gonna boop the snoot. I'm gonna load it up. Yes, Serinos. Forgive me, Rena. Alright, yeah, we have Rena who's ogling over a crying little child who wants to take her home with her. Oh, jeez. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that inkstone of yours, right? Is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. As well, I have changed it so my webcam is a little bit smaller, so I'm so teeny tiny compared to everything else, so you can actually finally read what's on the, yeah, I forgot, this is mirrored, so everything's flipped, so I can't touch here. I'm stuck in a small space. But yeah, you can now read everything alongside me. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neat and tidied up. We made it in time. Rise, attention! Mion gave out the morning commands. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Rena and Mion, being the highest grades in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping the teacher with the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get their own studies. I'm dying. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher with helping Rena and Mion with their studies. That's redundant.
You're a pretty good teacher, Kichi-kun. It's easy to understand.
Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching makes me lose confidence.
It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is.
They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. While you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite lazy. It's in French. I'm gonna just say passive. It pretty much les enfers. It comes to me in little quips. I did learn French, and for some odd reason, I got better marks in French than I do in English when I was in school. So, les enfers about things, which pretty much comes up to passive. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there'll be trouble later on with these marks. It's not like I'm aiming to go to a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exam. A little at a time. I love how Mion thinks, because she thinks kind of like me. It's like, as long as it's a passing grade and I can get into the school that I need to get into, it's gonna be fine. I'll be fine. No, that was me in the end of, like, high school. I was just like, as long as I pass and I get into a school that can probably take me with these grades, it's fine. And I got into a school that took me for those grades for I went to art, and I didn't like the school, and I dropped out 2 years later, and here I am now making YouTube videos. Oh, sorry, I'm sitting cross-legged on this on my bed. This is my bed, my big comfy bed. So I'm gonna be changing my posture from now and then. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what she was going, who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exam.
Mi-chan, Kichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too.
Such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted. Oh, I was talking in Mion's voice. You're such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school.
Huh? Thank you so much.
Especially you, Rena. Private lessons, just the two of us? Oh no, oh no.
Private lessons?
A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. What? Exactly what kind of private lessons? What exactly is she thinking about? Oh shit, what up? Exactly what kind of private lessons is she fantasizing about that makes her, that's making her turn so red? I'd like to hear the play-by-play about that next time. Ooh, jeez. While Mion was flipping through her I swear, I live in Canada. I know English. English. While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So, in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So, you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. Well, knowing that's this stuff won't ever come in handy. Well, yeah, basically. Well, knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equals entrance exams. Have that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. Oh, shit, what up? It's Dat Boy. Oh yeah, as well, since I've been gone for so long, I've become a meme. I'm loving Dat Boy. I love Dat Boy. Oh shit, what up? He's just so good. He's a pure and honest meme. And I am the meme queen. Meme hard or go home.
That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out within an exam.
If anyone can get into a university, there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true. But you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. Ugh, Mion. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Ki-chan, we're done. We're done. It's our wonderful lunchtime. Ikirakimasu. In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the command that signaled the end of the morning period.
Kichi-kun, let's have lunch!
I might have been making a very troubled face. Rena smiled brightly at me. Alright, let's eat. There seemed to be a different clique, even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness made a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rena and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Oh no, the small children!
Kiichi-kun, hurry!
Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes.
Kiichi-san's lunchbox is mostly absurdly filled with nothing but bread crusts, like some sort of distraught pleb.
Yeah, you're a weak pleb, Kiichi!
Why don't you just show it to us? Come on!
Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid of to her lunchbox until I was there. Pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting.
Well, then, Representative Me, please, give the signal to start.
At first, this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and gender may have all been different, but we were all friends.
Ikitakimasu!
Oh, I didn't want to group myself with the weeaboo side of YouTube, but I am a filthy weeaboo. I'm a meme queen and a weeaboo.
Let's eat!
The sound of our 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group, made up of all girls. Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compared that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. Makes me remember elementary school. It's kind of true. Like, younger boys either looked up to older boys, or they were afraid to go near older boys, but girls were pretty... Actually, no, never mind. Now I'm remembering elementary school a lot easier. It was the other way around for North Americans. Girls were scared of being around older girls, though, like, I had friends, because my older brother, I had friends who were older girls and all that, and we all hung out. I was the youngest in the group, and younger boys liked hanging out with older boys. They liked playing soccer together, stuff like that, or football, soccer together. They liked playing rugby, all those type of things. Basketball with the older kids, and the girls were always kind of like, they didn't want to hang out with any of the older kids. But that was my experience with elementary school. As well, I had I was terribly bullied, so I make a joke about it now, but to be honest, it was pretty bad, but whatever. You grow out of it, and yeah, you grow out of it. Oh, I didn't finish that last bit. Oh well, you guys probably read it. It's fine. We all put the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing meals with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch.
My, isn't Sir Kiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't
Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross-counter stabbing into each other's lunch.
My, how delicious.
Oh, this taro's good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika's chan expression broke into a little smile.
I saved some from dinner last night.
By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seemed that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like Mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosette was the carrot Rossetti squints. Animal Crossing weren't from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. I guess Rika-chan's got good at this sort of thing.
She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing. Rika's quite exceptional in many ways. Oh!
That's nothing for you to boast about. Bruh.
Rena's actually better at cooking than I am. Huh? Well, you know.
It seems that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Rena's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox constantly. Everyone liked this one so much before,
so I made a lot this time. It's good. I hope.
It's got high marks for me. Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopstick aside, I reach out, trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Rika-chan reached over at the same time, and a struggle ensured. It's a snuggle struggle. The struggle is real. Everyone shoveled in mouthfuls after mouthfuls while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Rena. Oh no, but Rena seemed rather satisfied as she looked on.
How did you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Kichi-san.
I said that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Ki-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Satoko's face went pale.
Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know. Of course I can. I really can.
It's really hard for her to lie.
Kichi-kun both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? You shouldn't be picking on her, Mi-chan, too.
Rena sorry, guys. Rena hurriedly tried. I'm sorry. It's hot. Tried to follow up, but Mion laughed naughtily? That's not supposed to be an H! As she drew closer to Satoko. Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now, Satoko, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopstick. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon.
But that's asparagus.
Shh! Quiet, small child! Mion made eye contact with me, and within 3 seconds I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her 2 choices, she's pretty terrible.
The yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait, the green one is cauliflower. So which, probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower, but the green one is, Do
you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class representative. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. Mion is ruthless. Holy crow. I actually now am starting to feel sorry for Satoko, though, to be honest. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonosaki household must be quite the ordeal.
I do know. I really do.
Then answer the question.
I know.
She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age.
Cute.
Rena entered a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Rena was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheeks against Satoko's head and smothered her. Okay, Rena is literally... Rena, you're a cat, stop. Really, a very content face. One that would care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile.
Rena! Rena! He's picking on me. Cute. Cute. It's okay. Rena Oni-chan will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister.
Whoosh! Boof! Bam! Almost lost my hat to that. It was like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? Both Rena's fish shot at a supersonic speed, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time we've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mion and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance from Rena. Alright, with that, I am going to end today's episode with Rena punching us in the face. She punched me in the face. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye everyone!